Have you ever pondered over the diversity within one of the world's largest religions, Islam? Islam, a faith embraced by over 1 billion people worldwide, is far from monolithic. It's a vibrant tapestry woven with different threads, each representing a sect with unique beliefs and practices. These sects are not just a result of theological differences, but also a product of historical, cultural, and political contexts. Understanding this diversity is key to grasping the complexities of Islam and the Muslim world. From the Sunni and Shia split, born out of political strife and differing interpretations of leadership, to the mystical path of the Sufis and the lesser-known sects that have emerged over centuries, each has contributed to the rich mosaic of Islam. This isn't just about religion, it's about history, culture, and the human story. So, buckle up as we journey through time to unveil surprising facts about the different sects of Islam. Islam, as we know it today, began in the 7th century in Mecca. It's as if time itself held its breath, as a man named Muhammad, a well-respected trader and family man, started receiving divine revelations. These revelations, said to have been communicated by the angel Gabriel, would later be compiled into the holy book of Islam, the Quran. Muhammad's mission was to bring a message of monotheism to the polytheistic society of Mecca. He preached about Allah, the one true God, and his teachings began to draw followers. This was the birth of Islam, a religion that would eventually spread across continents, shaping cultures and civilizations in its wake. At the heart of Islam are the 5 pillars, the fundamental practices that define a Muslim's life. The first pillar, Shahada, is the declaration of faith, where one professes there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. The second pillar, Salah, is the practice of praying 5 times a day, facing the Kaaba in Mecca. The third pillar, Zakat, is the act of giving to those less fortunate, a form of wealth purification. The fourth pillar, Saum, is fasting from dawn until dusk during the holy month of Ramadan. And finally, the fifth pillar, Hajj, is the pilgrimage to the holy city of Mecca, a journey every Muslim is expected to make at least once in their lifetime if they are able. As the years passed, Muhammad's following grew, and so did the influence of Islam. The Prophet's teachings brought about not just a religious transformation, but a societal one as well, fostering a sense of unity among the believers, or Ummah. But with the death of Prophet Muhammad in the year 632, a power struggle ensued. The question of succession led to differing opinions among the followers. Some believed leadership should stay within Muhammad's family, while others felt it should go to someone capable, regardless of lineage. This disagreement marked the beginning of a divide, giving rise to different sects within Islam, a subject we'll delve into more in the next scenes. With the death of Prophet Muhammad, a power struggle ensued, giving rise to different sects. The first major division in Islam occurred swiftly after the Prophet's death. This significant event in Islamic history is often referred to as the Sunni and Shia split. But let's delve a bit deeper to understand the roots of this division. The disagreement began over who should succeed Prophet Muhammad as the leader of the Islamic community. One group believed that the Prophet's close friend and advisor, Abu Bakr, should take up the mantle. This group came to be known as the Sunnis. On the other hand, another faction insisted that Ali, the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law, was the rightful heir. This group formed the Shia sect. This divergence over leadership laid the groundwork for the formation of these two main sects in Islam. However, it's essential to remember that both Sunni and Shia Muslims share a profound belief in the fundamental tenets of Islam, the faith in one God, Allah, and Muhammad as his final prophet. They both observe the 5 pillars of Islam: Shahada, faith; Salat, prayer; Zakat, charity; Saum, fasting; and Hajj, pilgrimage to Mecca. Yet there are some differences that make each sect unique. The Sunnis, for instance, believe in a more democratic selection of leadership, while the Shias maintain that leadership should remain within the Prophet's family line. Furthermore, Sunnis make up the majority, roughly 85%, of the global Muslim population. Shias, however, are the majority in countries like Iran and Iraq. Another notable difference lies in their religious practices. For example, Shias commemorate the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, during the month of Muharram, while this is not typically observed by Sunnis. Despite these differences, it's crucial to remember that the Sunni and Shia sects are not at odds with each other in many parts of the world. They live, work, and worship together, sharing a common faith and devotion to Islam. Despite their differences, both sects form the majority of Muslims worldwide. While Sunni and Shia are the most known, there are other sects too, like the mystical Sufis. Emerging in the early stages of Islam, Sufism, often referred to as Islamic mysticism, takes a unique approach to the faith. It focuses less on religious rituals and more on the inner spiritual journey towards understanding and experiencing God. Sufis believe in the concept of tazkiyah, meaning purification of the self, and they seek to achieve this through meditation, chanting, and other spiritual practices. Their goal is to reach a state of divine love and knowledge through direct personal experience of God. It's less about following a strict set of rules and more about cultivating an intense love for God and all of creation. Sufism has been influential in shaping Islamic culture, inspiring a rich tradition of poetry, music, and art. It's a path that invites introspection, compassion, and a deep love for the divine. Sufism, with its focus on spirituality, has left a profound impact on Islamic culture. Beyond the major sects, there are others that have shaped the Islamic world. Venturing into the lesser-known corners of Islamic sects, we'll stumble upon groups like the Ahmadiyya, Druze, and Ismailis, each with their unique beliefs and practices that add to the diversity of Islam. Let's start with the Ahmadiyya. This sect, founded in the late 19th century in India, emphasizes peaceful propagation of Islam and the belief in Mirza Ghulam Ahmad as the promised Messiah and Imam Mahdi awaited by Muslims. Although controversial among mainstream Muslims, the Ahmadiyya community is known for its commitment to peace, humanitarian efforts, and the motto, "Love for all, hatred for none." Next we have the Druze, a sect that emerged in the 11th century in Egypt. The Druze faith incorporates elements of Islam's Ismailism, Gnosticism, Neoplatonism, and other philosophies and beliefs, creating a unique and secretive theology known to interpret religious symbols in philosophical ways. The Druze consider themselves an independent religion and, interestingly, do not seek converts. Then there are the Ismailis, a branch of Shia Islam, who recognize the Aga Khan as their imam. Ismailis have a strong focus on social justice, pluralism, and human reasoning in their understanding of the faith. They've made significant contributions to Islamic art, architecture, and intellectual thought. With a rich history that includes the Fatimid Caliphate, one of the most significant and influential periods in Islamic history. Lastly, it's worth mentioning the Zaydis, an early sect of Shia Islam, mainly found in Yemen today. They are named after Zayd ibn Ali, the grandson of Hussein ibn Ali, and have a unique theology that borrows aspects from both Sunni and Shia thought. While these sects may not have the same numerical strength as Sunni and Shia Islam, they've left indelible marks on the Islamic world, each contributing in their unique way to the faith's rich and varied tapestry. These sects, though smaller in number, contribute to the rich tapestry of Islamic diversity. From the bustling cities of the Middle East to the quiet corners of Southeast Asia, Islam's sects shape its global presence. We've taken quite a journey today, haven't we? We've delved into the intricate tapestry of Islam, exploring its birth, its major sects, and even some lesser-known offshoots. Let's take a moment to revisit some of the key points we've discussed. We started with the birth of Islam, a faith that emerged in the 7th century in the Arabian Peninsula. We learned about Prophet Muhammad, his revelations, and the formation of a community that would grow to encompass over 1 billion followers worldwide. We then discussed the Sunni and Shia split, a pivotal moment in Islamic history. We learned how a disagreement over leadership after Prophet Muhammad's death led to 2 major sects, each with their own interpretations and practices. Next, our journey took us down the Sufi path, a mystical branch of Islam that emphasizes a personal relationship with God. We explored their practices, their love for poetry and music, and the role they play in enriching the Islamic tradition. Finally, we ventured into the territories of lesser-known sects, like the Ahmadiyya, the Druze, and the Alevis. Each of these sects, though smaller in number, adds its own unique flavor to the Islamic faith, challenging our understanding of what it means to be a Muslim. This exploration has shown us that Islam isn't a monolith. It's a rich, diverse religion with a multitude of interpretations and practices. Understanding these different sects allows us to appreciate the nuances within Islam and reminds us that faith is a deeply personal journey that can take many forms. In conclusion, it's crucial to remember that the Islamic world is not a single unified entity. It's a complex mosaic of cultures, beliefs, and traditions that span across continents and centuries. Next time when you think of Islam, remember the beautiful diversity that lies within this monotheistic religion.